Hey guys, so I'll be talking about a heavy bolt rifle build for the heavy class in patch 10.2 of Space Marine 2. Now the heavy bolt rifle has 4 variants. I do take the scoped version because the scoped version has a 1.35 times headshot multiplier as opposed to the 1.25 of the other ones, and headshot multipliers in Space Marine 2 are generally the best version overall, and also the scope on this thing is pretty good for long range shooting. Now for the perk tree, I do pick up pretty much all headshot damage because I am going for max damage on this build. So things like Headhunter, moving here into the perk Adamant Hunter, when your health is below 30%, headshots deal 25% more damage. This perk is very strong. I will say on this build, we aren't taking Fortitude, so sitting up below 30% HP can be pretty dangerous for us, but still does a lot when it's actually active. Next perk here I do want to mention is Able Reload. After using a class ability, the equipped weapon instantly reloads. This perk does not work at all in the heavy class, unfortunately. For some reason it only works on tactical. Kind of an oversight when they add this weapon to the heavy class in general. Kind of sucks, but it's just the way it is. Next perk here is Headhunter, moving up into the perk Tactical Precision. Headshots deal 20% more damage, non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. Headshot damage is pretty much all that matters on any bolt weapon in this game in the first place, so kind of a no-brainer to pretty much always grab this. Next perk I grab down here is a 10% bonus terminus damage perk with Great Might, and the final perk down this row is Increased Capacity. The maximum ammo reserve of this weapon increases by 20%. This weapon does occasionally struggle with ammo, so this actually helps quite a bit, and the next perk after this is Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores one armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. This perk is amazing. Being able to get back armor from a long distance on a headshot can actually help you avoid a ton of chip damage. It's just really good to have drip-fed armor in general. And the final 3 perks I grab are Rapid Health for healing, the perk here, Perpetual Penetration for further penetration on our weapon here, though to be honest, this doesn't help a ton on this weapon because we already have a Piercing 4, and the final perk is Divine Might for 10% bonus damage. That's pretty much all there is for the weapon perk tree. Now for the secondary weapon, you can pretty much take whatever you want. The Heroic Bolt Pistol here is amazing, the Heavy Bolt Pistol has great variants as well, and things like the Inferno Pistol even are actually pretty good in this patch thanks to Chaos Spawn, though I have once again chosen to take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol. Yes, an ongoing joke on this channel. This gun is just the bee's knees. It is simply the top tier weapon in this game, and we're going for like the maximum damage on this build, and this one simply helps us achieve that. Rate of Fire Plasma has incredible CHP recovery, incredible rate of fire, incredible damage. The only thing that kind of sucks is ammo economy, but our heavy bolt rifle is actually pretty good for that. And this gun isn't super good at CHP recovery, so this one definitely makes up for that. And for the perk tree, I do just build pretty much all ammo economy, pick up perpetual velocity here, and pick up the perk down here, Divine Might, and more ammo reserves. That's pretty much all there is for the secondary option. Now for the heavy perk tree here, I do take Restoration first for armor restore. Being able to kill 7 enemies in a rapid succession for 1 armor restore every 15 seconds is very strong. Drip-fed armor in this game is good in general, and perks like this just kind of suck down here, especially. Auxiliary Ammunition is a garbage perk, and multi-kill does literally nothing for us, so kind of a no-brainer to take this one. Next perk I take here is Thermal Boost. When a ranged weapon is 50% overheated or you have less than 50% ammo in your magazine, range damage increases by 15%. I am trying to max out damage on this build, and this gun is far easier to trigger this on than say like a heavy bolter where you have to hit half ammunition. So a pretty good perk for this, so I will say Fortitude is still better if you want to take this instead, but you know, I'm going for maximum damage, so I'm taking this one. Next perk here is Overwhelming Power. When Iron Halo is active, all of your squad members within 10 meters deal 10% more range damage. These perks can stack for like a 25% range damage buff for you and a 10% for your team, so pretty good there. Next perk here is Encompassing Aegis. All squad members take 25% less damage from range attacks. This perk is simply incredible. 25% flat damage reduction from range attacks, or you know, whatever the actual calculation is here, is just strong, and being able to grant this to your entire team, especially for classes like Tactical that have literally no damage reduction whatsoever, is very powerful. It's just the best team perk by far, and things like Additional Supplies and Bonds of Brotherhood suck. It's just not really be used all that often, to be honest. Especially this one. This one's garbage. This one's okay. Like, I could definitely see an argument for this, but either way, I've taken this one today. Next perk here is Consecutive Execution. Killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores equipment charge. Cooldown is 90 seconds. 90-second Melt-A-Bombs, frag grenades, shock grenades, and cracks are simply amazing. Being able to take this and just get a Melt-A-Bomb every 90 seconds will save your life all the time, especially versus Chaos, so I would definitely pick this up, though I will say the perk up here, Adamant Will, to take 20% less health damage upon Iron Halo deactivating is also very strong. That is up to you. The next perk I take here is Field Adjustment. Iron Halo recharges 20% faster, but its durability is reduced by 25%. Even though losing 25% durability does kind of suck sometimes, getting your Iron Halo back faster is more than worth it, so I do pick this one up quite a bit. If you do want to take the perk up here, Obdurate Bastion, this one is also pretty good, and this one down here is by far the weakest. Next perk here is Brute Force. When Iron Halo is in cooldown, rage damage increases by 15%. This perk is just a free range damage buff. I pretty much always take this because the perk up here, Saving Grace, is god-awful, and the perk down here requires your entire Iron Halo to be expended, which, to be honest, does not happen that often in this game in the first place, so I pretty much always take this perk instead. And the final perk I take for the signature perk tree here is Offensive Capability. When active, Iron Halo deals damage over time to all enemies within 5 meters. This perk simply overperforms whenever you activate your Iron Halo. It deals significant damage to some of the enemies in front of you, on top of wiping out Spore Mines, Bramble, and Cultists. Really useful perk, though I will say once again, the perk down here, Conversion Field, is great for CDR reduction, especially if you have like a Bulwark on your team with a banner, so great option here as well, but that's up to you. And the final perks in the Prestige perk tree are Reverberating Impact for a Stomp Area Effect Radius increase of 50%. This one does help you wipe out more Minoris. Now the perk down here, Duelist, could be swapped out for this one if you want, because this one does increase your active parry window, though it will not actually affect the startup frames of your parry whatsoever, so just keep that in mind. And the next perk here is Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of Extremis level or higher enemies restore your primary weapons ammo by 1 magazine. This perk is really good, not super good on the Heavy Bolt Rifle because you only get back like 45 shots off of this as opposed to like the percentage-based restores of like a Heavy Bolter, but still does work. It's still pretty useful, so I pick it up anyways. And our Heavy Bolt Rifle does run out occasionally, so it does help. Next perk here is Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This perk simply saves your life. 25% health damage reduction for 10 seconds upon armor breaking is amazing. Having any type of damage reduction in this game, especially when you're not taking Fortitude, will help you a ton, so I would pretty much always pick this up. And the final perk I grab here is Indomitable Spirit. While performing a gun strike, you have no knockback. Now, having no knockback on gun strikes will simply save your life as well, because getting stun locked in Space Marine 2 is like the #1 way to die, especially if there's a Sword Warrior in front of you, and this class has no knockback, especially on this build with a Heavy Bolt Rifle. This one will simply be like a mandatory pick, in my opinion, especially if you're playing true solo like I am. And that's pretty much all there is to this build, guys. Hopefully this helped. The Heavy Bolt Rifle is not a very complicated weapon. You pretty much just go in, do the Daka and go on, because this one has no heavy stance, but it's still pretty fun to use. Maybe the overall weakest version of the weapon choices for the heavy class, but it's still decent. Like, it's not like a horrific weapon by any means. That's pretty much all I have to say in this video. If you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, take it easy. Bye.
Level Z.
Yeah, dealing like 5 Sword Warriors on top of it's pretty annoying.
Iron Halo ready. High priority Tyranid eliminated. For enemy battle.
And there's gun probably such a big L. I don't think so. I think it's just I tried to be pretty brain dead without them. Of course, he just walks up to unblockable me while I go for a stomp. Oh no, I went for a Stomp though anyways, but still.
Engage might shields. Explosive payload insufficient. Source additional war gear. Target Xenos fire. Iron Halo ready. Conversion field operational. Explosive payload insufficient. Source additional war gear. Sowing through.
Is this the worst weapon for heavy? Yeah. Doesn't mean you can't use it though. The worst doesn't mean terrible. It's just it's the worst.
Equipping fresh magazine.
All right. They did buff it this patch a bit though.
Enhanced tactic ready. None of what no identified.
Alright, shoot that guy,
Support
easy peasy.
demolition.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Support mind. Ambush prepared, Captain.
The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Concussive ordnance released. Iron Halo ready. Neutralize core for enemy battle. Swarm mines inbound. Enemy reserve detected. Combat extended. Long range kills required. Shock grenade deployed. Reloading. High priority Tyranid eliminated. Tyranid unit sighted. Tyranid bioform obliterated. Rearming. Iron Halo. Ammunition restocked. Execute Iron Halo tactics. Mark Xenos combatant. Reloading ammunition. Specialized bioform neutralized. Rearming. Refilling magazines. Target Xenos bioform. It has an escape route. Locate an exit.
Then Iron Hand's heavy, it sure is.
Iron Halo ready. Xenos counter successful.
Favorite holiday FTG? Halloween. By far.
Packing up equipment. Cover my reload.
Let us move on.
We are committed to this course.
That guy's so much HP now.
Rearming. Shock grenade deployed. Reloading ammunition. Enhanced tactics ready. Iron payload protocol in progress. Elite level Xenos. Passive up. Switching fresh magazine. Iron payload online. Heavy bioactivity from the target. Power surge from the target. Iron payload ready. Cover my reload. Enhanced tactic ready. Rearming. Throwing shock grenade. Administering aid.
Oh my god, that's brutal. What a frame trap on that.
Casualty report. Amended.
Enraged Sword Warrior is probably the single worst spawn you can get in this map. The Hive Tyrant. What are you gonna do? Sit here and wait for this guy.
Iron payload online. Magazine depleted.
Take it over here, grab the ammo. I was a melt the bomb here the whole time, that would make that easier.
Obtaining arms. Loading.
The boss is such a joke. Only time that boss ever kills you is with the frame traps, pretty much. On his own, he can't really do anything. Hey, 43,000 range damage on that map's pretty high.